Well, this wall is really coming along strong. So I guess today's theme is accepting the irregularity of old masonry. You know, today's worker, and I suppose this is good, but everything kind of comes from like a carpentry frame, and, there's a huge amount of emphasis on, the straight, the level, so on and so forth. Certainly, it's not a bad way to build, but the truth is that in the past, much less emphasis was often put to things being exactly straight and level, and you're often going to find old utilitarian structures that very clearly nobody on the job site had a label, a level. They may or may not have run a string line, but if they did, they weren't too scrupulous with it. And some of these things I've worked on a lot of places were absolutely built by eye. You can tell that was it. They just started laying stones one day, and the things hold up fine. But you got to accept that, because when we come in today, we see things are out of plumb, out of level. If you can see the wall, it just sort of undulates a little, and that leads to the cry of knock it down, knock it down. Let's knock it down and put up a block wall or, a metal building. No, you don't have to knock it down, and you don't need to become hysterical. If the wall is severely, or I guess I would say averagely out of true, you just work with that and you work by eye. So when you're laying rock in it, you're laying it to where it needs. You're following, the contour of the wall. You're not driving yourself insane, stringing up a bunch of string lines on a wall where that's not even the concept of how it was built. And if it's seriously leaning, there's a very, very simple trick that's a lot smarter than knocking it down, and I'm going to show you right now. You see that wall? I mean, it's like impressionistic. They just made a wall there. Like, maybe they drew a line in the dirt. That's honestly what I think they probably did. They drew a line in the dirt with a stick. It's still here. As we come around here, though, we can see you put a buttress on it. See, we've got an outwards lean here on this wall. You put a buttress on it. You put a counterweight. I built these two buttresses. All you got to do in most cases.